here with esteemed choreographer David Wilson. Thanks so much for chatting with me.
Esteemed.
Esteemed, very much so. I think so. I think you've merited esteemed.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind.
So you are coming off a massive season, I would think, and fans would think, having worked with Patrick Chan off the top in terms of his comeback season. Can you tell us what that was like when Patrick approached you, or how were you approached that Patrick's returning and he wanted to work with you again, and what that looked like?
Well, okay, look, I've kind of been in the loop because I worked with Patrick before, and since, because the year that he wasn't competing, we did new show routines for him, you know, for Stars on Ice and the such. So I mean, I kind of known this was going to happen all the way through. So it wasn't a surprise or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's I think it's been really great because he has grown up a lot, and just being away from it, I think for anyone in any facet of life, when you step away, you kind of can come back at it with a renewed focus and a renewed set of priorities.
And did that manifest sort of in an artistic and choreographic way as well?
Definitely. You know, just things like he spent time in New York and was doing hip-hop classes. Even when he was in Japan, he was doing, you know, hip-hop classes and contemporary classes. And he really, in his mind, has like been reaching out to conjure up a new vision of what he thinks skating can be for him, you know?
He disclosed in the beginning of the season that he was sort of coming back on his terms, and he was going to work with his coach differently. Did he work with you differently? Was he...
that's what I was going to say is, you know, it's a combination of things, because I have found over the years that when you get the chance to develop an ongoing relationship with a client, that even if the first year is fantastic and the second year is great, by the third year there's something that happens, and things start to really gel, and you really start to understand each other, and there's a greater insight, a deeper insight that comes from that, having that time. And that experience, the mileage with that person. And so we were getting there anyways. The fact that he's coming, quote unquote, back to competition is, in my mind, a little bit secondary, because we never left our relationship. Our relationship has been ongoing. He just was doing shows instead of competing. Right. You know? So when we are working together, it's like, for sure on a different level, because we've done so many pieces now. We have history, and we know each other. We have a rapport. There's a sense of familiarity there, and we have a great time. So yeah, I mean, he is a choreographer's dream, I guess you could say. He's such an amazing talent, but he's also a really wonderful person. You know, so...
What sort of direction are you hoping to see him move in moving forward? What sort of, you know, if you were to pick a piece of music or a certain character, let's say, or portrayal or some style off the shelf, what would it be, do you think, for Patrick?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, Kathy, his coach, Kathy and I have talked about it. There's some ideas bouncing around, but we're nowhere near deciding on anything yet. It's hard when you're still in the season courant and it's happening. It's hard to think past that, because you're still trying to make the most of where you're at.
So at what point in the summer would you start to turn your mind to that? Or even sooner, and actually get on the ice and start working with the skater?
Okay, so we were already scheduled for end of June, so we know what we're doing. But it starts tomorrow. I mean, you know, it starts as... It's already started. We've already got some ideas on the table. I've already been thinking about it, but...
You want to give us a hint?
No, I can't. Well, it wouldn't be worthwhile because it's so sketchy. I mean, there's really I don't even have a list of favorites. I have a few random ideas, but I don't know how strong they are even, so. Yeah, it's interesting though, because that's the cool thing though when you develop an ongoing relationship is everything you've done leads you somewhere else, and it broadens your horizons. And like for instance, him doing Mac the Knife this year was because we did a showpiece for him last season to Tony Bennett, and he loved it. He loved skating to it. It went off great with the audiences. And he said to Kathy, I want to do a short program along those lines, something like that. And because he'd never done a competitive piece like that, it was more entertaining and more fun. So I knew it was going to be a challenge for him, but I think this will pay off. This will be very beneficial for the future, because, I mean, when you stretch yourself, then you've got like you've got a longer list of options that you can do. So it'll be interesting to see where that leads us for the next 2 years.
Okay.
Because really we're thinking of 2 years all at once.
Right.
Because his goal is to compete at the Olympics. So we have to think in terms of, we might have a great idea and think, oh, maybe we'll save that for the next year.